Day 17 of building this TCGplayer store from scratch, and something crazy happened. We just got our biggest order yet, and now the store's up to 11 total sales. If you're new here, I'm Brandon, and I run Tico's Cards. In this series, we're starting a TCGplayer store from scratch. Currently, we're on day 17. We don't have a massive inventory. I just bought some bulk cards, and I'm showing you how to start a TCGplayer store from scratch, and how long it takes to get up from level 1 to level 4. Just building it. One listing, one order at a time. Hopefully we hit level 4 in a couple of weeks. So day 17 update. This is our biggest order yet. This is personally my biggest order ever in selling cards on TCGplayer on my other account and even on eBay. So to me, it was kind of huge to see a 67 card order come through. And I was like, oh my God, like now I got to pull all these cards and figure out how I'm going to ship them all in the proper, so they get to where they're supposed to go safely and in one piece. If you've ever picked an order of 67 cards, you know how tedious it may be, but you just take one step at a time, checking off your cards and putting them in penny sleeves. For me, like I did 10 cards since they were mainly bulk cards. I put 10 cards to one penny sleeve, and the $1 and $2 card that was sold, I put them in their own penny sleeve and then put them in a team bag, put some cardboard, and taped it around. So with that order, when I was pulling the order, I had a mistake. One of the cards was listed as a non-foil. I reached out to the customer and told him, hey, like it was listed wrong and it's an actual foil card. Do you still want it? And he told me, he was like, yeah, go ahead and send it out. It doesn't matter. So things happen, mistakes happen. So you just have to own up to your mistake. He was pretty chill about it, and he responded pretty quick, so I could get the order out in the same day. So all things considered, we're still in good standing. Currently the store is level 2. We got 3 feedback notifications. Some of our other orders have not made it to their destination yet. So in TCGplayer's order tab, it shows that they're still in transit, shipping and in transit. And some of those orders that were shipped back in March 2nd, March 3rd, I got to actually inquire about them if the customer got them, because if they haven't gotten them, then it's an issue that I got to bring up to the post office, as it's happened before with eBay and my other account. So nothing new about orders not getting shipped out, but you still have to give your customer good customer service in that regard. So everything goes right. We have 11 orders. They're all shipped out now. So, and that's what we need for level 3. 11 orders reach their expected delivery date, meaning you have 48 hours to mark it as shipped and get it shipped out. And then TCGplayer has this pre-described window of when your order should get to the customer, barring like any issues with the postal service. It gives it like 3 to 7 business days. One thing that I do notice with this store versus my other store was hiding my inventory. On my other store, you can go in and you can hide your inventory. Like for me, like I would go out to the field more often, so like I would hide my inventory so I wouldn't get any sales. But then when I unhide my inventory and make it public again, like sales were not coming in as often. So I would get maybe like 1 or 2 sales a week. So I don't know if that has something to do, if TCGplayer has an algorithm, or it's just what people are looking for or what they aren't looking for. With this store, we are not hiding our inventory. We're going to keep it public as long as I can. If training comes up, then I already talked to my wife about having to, like if orders come in, I'll let her know and she'll get everything pulled. And once we reach level 3, so the 11 orders, once we get the feedback on those 11 orders, then we can increase our card inventory. So at level 3, you can list up to 50,000 cards and $100,000 combined of like what that's worth. You can't exceed $100,000. So the bulk order we have, it was only 4,000, give or take 4,000 cards. So we're not even going to be up to that 50,000 cards listed. So we're in a good spot right now to go from level 3 to level 4. you have to have 51 total of 51 orders reach their expected delivery date, and more inventories, more visibility, and more chances to sell cards. So with that being said, our inventory is up to 500 cards. I refilled the inventory for what was sold, the 67 card order and the other single card order. So we're sitting pretty good right now. We just have to wait. All right, so let's go over the sales. So on March 13th, we had the two orders, the 67 card order and a single card order. The total sales was $11.09, shipping $2.62. I actually lost money on shipping, so it costed me about $4.30 to ship those 67 cards. So with that being said, I made a mistake. I miscalculated like how to ship those cards, and I used a bubble mailer, but seeing how it costed that much, I'm gonna think something through and figure something out for the next big order that we get in. Our fees totaling was $2.07. Our net was $8.47, totaling us down to $114.62 from the $149 where we started with expenses and the bulk order of cards. So, like I said, I'm going to go through and figure out other ways to ship bulk orders like that, because obviously that is actually going to be about 117 that we're still in the hole because of the shipping that I made a mistake on. But at the end of the day, we learn from these mistakes, and you still can provide good customer service and good feedback to your customers. And I got to look and see, like, can I adjust my shipping profile, but then like you have to look, like, if a person buys a single card, then they're not gonna like want to pay as much shipping. So just looking ahead, and I'll do my own research, because hey, that was the biggest card order that I've ever done. So we're learning. Hell, I'm still learning from my other TCGplayer store. So every day's a learning experience, and I'm not going to chuck this up as a loss. I'm just going to chuck it up as we move on from it and we continue growing. If you're building a TCGplayer store or thinking about starting one, feel free to follow along. I'm documenting everything day by day. I'll see you on day 18 on the next update.